Hi everyone, welcome back to the Synthax UK YouTube channel. My name is Matt and today I'm going to be taking you through Dynaudio's pro range of subwoofers. Let's start by finding out why you might want to add a subwoofer to your monitor setup. First off, it's worth quickly addressing a misconception that some people have about subwoofers, and that is that they are there simply to make the bass in a sound system louder. Whilst they can certainly be used for that, and that's something that we'll touch on in a moment, in studio monitoring our goal is one of accuracy, primarily focused on creating well-rounded, balanced mixes that translate well to a number of sound systems and speakers. So here's 3 reasons why you might want to add a subwoofer to your recording studio setup. The first thing to know about subwoofers is they provide you with an extended bass response, accurately reproducing the low frequencies that usually tend to roll off on standard near-field monitors. Certain instruments like bass guitars, pianos and drums for example can produce very low notes with fundamental bass frequencies of 40 Hz or even lower. Electronic and dance music production regularly make use of this frequency range using synthesized bass lines and kick drums to produce low-end energy which is described as being more felt than it is heard. Driving these low frequencies requires a lot more effort from a speaker than the mid-range and higher frequencies do, and studio monitors simply aren't capable of producing these low frequencies with the same power and accuracy that a subwoofer can. Subwoofers are therefore designed as a specialist bass reproduction speaker with a large driver and powerful amplifier dedicated solely to handling the low frequency range. By relieving some of the effort required to reproduce bass frequencies, you're freeing up headroom for the mids and the highs, as it's now being shared between another driver and another amplifier. This allows the system to go a little bit louder without putting as much strain on the tops, which should allow them to operate more efficiently and produce less distortion. So a subwoofer provides not only accuracy for the very low note, it also gives you a more powerful and higher output level from your entire system. A second reason to add a subwoofer is that it allows you to tune the bass response in your room more easily. Unlike the tops, which need to be specifically positioned left and right of one another for accurate stereo monitoring, with a subwoofer you have more freedom regarding its positioning, as low frequencies in a room tend to have the effect of being more omnidirectional. In fact, it's worth noting that despite a lot of diagrams showing a subwoofer being placed centrally between 2 satellite speakers, this is usually not the best position for a subwoofer. Calibrating and finding the best position in your room for a sub is going to take some experimentation and is far beyond the scope of this video. But the main point we want to make here is that a subwoofer gives you more freedom in terms of getting an accurate bass response in your room. By adjusting the position, crossover and phase of your sub, you can more easily create an even bass response from your listening position. The third reason to add a subwoofer actually goes back to a point we made earlier, and that's to provide the feel and heavy thump of bass frequencies that you often get from a club sound system. Whilst shaking the walls of your studio isn't desirable for getting accurate mixes, sometimes you just want to crank things up and create a vibe in the studio while you're producing. Or maybe it's for impressing bands, artists and record labels when they come to visit your studio. A subwoofer can provide that added energy as well as help create that all-important vibe when you're coming up with ideas in the studio. Again, we wouldn't necessarily recommend this when it comes to mixing down a track, however it's a great option for just impressing clients or when you want to crank the bass on your new track. Now that we know why you might want to add a subwoofer to your studio setup, let's take a look at the range offered by Danish speaker specialists Dynaudio. Known for their incredibly truthful sound, Dynaudio have been producing highly accurate loudspeakers for over 40 years. Their pro range of subwoofers are designed around the same concept, providing added precision to the lowest frequencies in a mix. There are 3 subwoofers in Dynaudio's current pro lineup: the 9S, the 18S and the Core Sub. Whilst the 9S and 18S have been designed as universal subwoofers, the Core Sub has been designed as the perfect low frequency companion to the flagship Core studio monitor range. For the most part in this video, I'll be focusing on the 9S and 18S, but I'll take a quick dive into the Core Sub at the end of this video. The Dynaudio 9S is the smaller of Dynaudio's subwoofers and was designed as the successor of the BM9S2, a subwoofer designed to pair with Dynaudio's now legendary BM5 studio monitor. This new iteration of the 9S is designed to complement both the BM and LYD range of studio monitors. So regardless of whether you add it to an LYD 5, 7 or 8 stereo or surround setup, or pair it with the BM Classic range of studio monitors, the 9S gives you a full yet focused and revealing sound. When paired with the LYD48, the 9S can form the low-end element of a powerful 4-way monitoring system that offers both exceptional SPL as well as low volume precision. Even with its compact size, the 9S is powered by a high-end 300 watt Class D amplifier, which delivers a sound pressure level of 104 dB and a frequency range of 22 to 175 Hz. Connection into and out of the 9S is made via XLR, a pair for audio input and a pair to send audio to your main studio monitors. The 9S also features a high-pass filter encoder, as well as a phase invert switch for setting the correct crossover and alignment for your system. It's also possible to connect multiple subwoofers together with the slave connection on the rear panel, or use the 9S as an LFE channel for working in surround sound or Dolby Atmos. If you're working in a smaller studio space, be that a home studio or project studio, and your mixes would benefit from more clarity in the low end without blowing the roof off, though the 9S could still do that if you wanted to, the Dynaudio 9S is a very capable single driver subwoofer that can work really well in most rooms, and it's a fantastic accompaniment to any studio monitors, Dynaudio or otherwise. The 18S is the larger sibling of the 9S. In fact, its name comes from its driver arrangement, with one 9-inch woofer placed on either side of the sub. This arrangement is known as dual opposed subwoofers, and it helps reduce unwanted vibrations by having two opposed subwoofers effectively cancelling each other out. The advantage of this is that the 18S will only vibrate due to sonic energy rather than mechanical energy, creating more accurate low frequencies and with an impressive frequency response of 16 to 230 Hz. The 18S isn't just a step up in terms of size from the 9S, it's also an upgrade in terms of its technology. Powering both woofers is a state-of-the-art 500 watt Class D amplifier, which provides plenty of power for high volume monitoring. If you like to work at more sensible levels, however, the 18S is just as revealing at low levels as it is when it's cranked up. The 18S features both balanced XLR and unbalanced RCA connections, giving a choice of connection methods depending on your setup. Finally, the 18S also features advanced DSP, with presets offered for a range of Dynaudio Pro monitors. So if you have any of the LYD series or some of the BM models, then the 18S can be calibrated to your monitors, giving you the best sound possible. When compared with the 9S, the 18S's frequency range is slightly lower and slightly higher, and this gives you more freedom when it comes to setting the crossover frequency. It also has a higher SPL, meaning it can physically move more air. This gives you more energy and a higher maximum volume without overloading. So if you want that extra power and extra feel, then the 18S is the way to go. Like the 9S, it doesn't matter if you have Dynaudio monitors or not. The 18S is a fantastic accompaniment to any studio monitors. But if you do use Dynaudio monitors like the LYD or BM series, the built-in presets on the 18S create a finely tuned full range monitoring solution. Finally, there's the Core Sub. Now, this massive subwoofer has been designed to perfectly pair with Dynaudio's flagship Core series of monitors, and as such we will be going into it in greater depth in our Core series overview. In short, the Core Sub is built around 4 9-inch MSP plus hybrid drive units. This array of drivers requires serious power, and that is provided by 1000 watts of Class D amplification. With a flat response down to 15 Hz and a 6 dB roll-off at 13.5 Hz, the Core Sub can go extremely low, offering the perfect extension to Dynaudio Core monitors and giving unparalleled accuracy across the entire frequency spectrum. That's it for our look at Dynaudio's Pro range of subwoofers. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please do make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you get to see all of our future content. Now, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about Dynaudio's Pro range of studio monitors, then visit our website at synthax.co.uk. Thanks very much, guys, and I will see you again next time.